Come on in, everyone. There it is. Okay. Well, this one's spinning bricks here for some reason. I have not been live for 25 minutes, so that's not right. Come on in, friends. How are you doing today? Another Monday again. Okay. I think we got it there. Give you guys a few minutes to come on in. That way. I don't want to move. Okay, we'll leave it then. And let's see here. Hi, Donna. Welcome. How are you? Did you ever get your item I sent to you? I'm assuming you did. Should make this bigger so I can see it better. I guess it'll work. Come on in, everyone. Let me know who's here. Say hi if you want. Don't be shy. Hi, Randy. How are you? Pink. Thank you. This is my dirty pink, though. I'm always seen when I come up here to paint. Because no matter what, it ends up on me. I'm always full of paint. I guess I'm not a... I don't know what you want to call it. I'm a messy painter. But I don't care. It doesn't bother me. It's just most of my clothes are all full of paint now, so I just grab something full of paint before I come up. I had a nicer shirt on because I went to Walmart earlier, and oh no, I don't want to paint in this because I don't have any. Constantly buying new shirts, but then I wear them to paint and I forget about them. Good, Don. I'm glad you got it. Good, you made it. So welcome, everyone. We're going to paint another bench insert set tonight. I'm just sort of stuck on them. I think they're so cute. I'm going to show you the one. I'll show you the one from Friday. Here. It turned out, I think it turned out super cute. Oops, let me get the banner on. I knocked it off coming up here. Tie it on. And when you put these circles on these for the banner, center them together. Put them in the middle of each other. I want to put them on the bottom, and they should be on the middle. You see it there? I think so. Didn't it turn out cute? I just love it. I have it sitting downstairs and I'm constantly looking at it, but I love the banner on the bottom, how it hangs there. And the rest, I have an echo. Okay, I'll get that off of there. Sorry, guys. I always forget every time. There, it should be gone. Should be gone. Hi, Michelle. I haven't got to call on you. I will, though. Hi, Linda. Welcome. So this guy we painted on Friday, but it turned out really cute. You can see his eyes stick out from the body. They're a separate piece, if you remember me painting them. Wasn't sure how to do what I wanted to do, but that's what I did with him. But yeah, he turned out cute. I thought he turned out really cute on this bench, in the black bench. And the banner is really cute. So we're going to make another set for this tonight. And I told you on, I don't know where that piece went now. I told you on Friday that there's a little bitty, I'm going to list them, and I haven't got to them yet. It's a little piece of wood that you can take. And if you don't have an insert on the bottom of your piece and you got different ones at home that you want to use on the bench, you can just glue it onto the back. But I come up with another thing that I want to tell you about that I think it's sort of a neat idea. So you'll be able to just glue it on there lightly with a couple little drops of glue. So you don't have to put it on great. That way you can pop it back off when you're done if you want. But I was thinking today, what if you've got some of these insert sets sitting around and you don't want to use them in your bench? You're using something else. Or you got a couple ones for Halloween or something like that. I went and made them a base. It's going to be too thick like this. And then you can just set them on a counter or set them wherever you want. So it gives you another chance to use them somewhere else is what I was trying to do. So, if you got more than one set for Halloween or whatever, you can, or you got an everyday set, you don't want to put it away, you can keep it out and while you get your seasonal one in the bench and do whatever you want. Yeah, cha-ching, cha-ching. It's been doing that like crazy the last 2 days. It's going to keep me busy again. So I'm going to sell these in sets of 3. So you could take and put it on. They've got to be glued together, of course. I don't have mine. I just cut them. And then you could take and put the pumpkin in one. In a set of 2. They're all going to be a set of 2. So in a set, when I list them, you're going to get 6 of them. So you'll have enough to do all 3 of your items if you want. And then you can just set them, paint them the color you want, and set them somewhere else if you want. So I thought that was a good idea. I thought, anyway. We'll see. I thought it was. Because then you can still, if you don't want them in the bench, you can still go somewhere else. And otherwise, you're going to have that piece on the bottom that's going to show This way, you know, you put it in a base and it'll be fine. So let me stick these guys back where they belong here. There we go again. I always forget to turn the volume off on that thing too. I could turn it. I'll just leave it. I'm always afraid if I touch it now, I'll do something. So these will be sold in sets of 6, so that you have enough for each one of them, because there's 3 in the benches. So I'm going to put them in sets of 6. Same with the tabs, but they'll be in a set of 3, so you got 1 for each. You like it, Kay? I thought it would help. I thought it would be nice because then you could use them. Hi, Tina. Welcome. I need to stop taking all your money. I'm sorry, Kim. Get painting. Paint. Oh, it keeps me busy trying to come up with other things. Now, this set today, you won't find anywhere else again because I put it together from other sets and other things I had. And I decided, hey, that would be cute. So I just took my string and wrapped it around there and cut it off. It's all I did for the banner. But I really like the banners on the bottom of them. So let me set this guy to the side. But I just wanted to show you it. I've got the barn one up too, because the one we're doing today would go, I'm going to put on the barn one also. Let me set this on the floor here. Get my chair. I didn't get to even think about all the colors I want yet, so I'll be grabbing colors tonight. I'm going to aim you guys down. Come on in. It need a Christmas tree in the center, Santa behind the present. Oh, on the bench, the Santa Claus. Yeah, I didn't get that far, but I did go to Christmas today. I did go to Christmas. So, of course, everybody loves the Highland cow. Let's put him together first. We're going to do a couple little things to him that's going to be a little different today when it comes to the ornaments that I saw somebody doing. I went, hey, that's a good idea. So we are going to do that. So he's going to have his hair here. And then the feet are all, oops, let me take that piece out. Then that piece just doesn't come out. These lights here we won't have to paint, but his hoofs we will. And then this one will go over here. Like that. I hope I have everything here because I just cut this. I was trying to decide all day which I wanted to do. I have an idea of what I want to do, but it's going to take me a while to put it together and design it. Because that one I'll actually have to do. But I'm hoping to get to it yet. But I'm not going to say what it is yet until I get it done. Or somebody will take my idea and run with it for the bench. I think it's going to be really cute though. I just got to remember to do it before the day of my live. That's all. And then this will sit around. This will fit over into those ornaments here. Lights. Let's see if I can get it in there without breaking anything. There we go. And line her back up. Put his mouth in there. You can see how he's going to go anyway. This is garbage. And then we got one for here. And this one, I'm not exactly sure of yet. It would go, oh, it's going to go in here. Then on his one side of him, he's going to have this little box that says Christmas lights. Like that. See that there? Yeah. Got you aimed up so you had a bigger area, but it might not be a good view. I don't know. Let's see. And then on this side, we're going to have a barn. So I thought that'd be cute too. We'll see how it looks. I had him bigger and I made him smaller than I had him. I had him about 8 inches and now I think I made him down to about 6 because I didn't want him bigger than the barn. And it just didn't look right. I sort of put it on the computer and I put it on the screen. I just thought, well, he needs to be smaller. So I made him smaller. So we'll see how it looks on the bench when we're all done. Thanks, Kim. Thanks. So yeah, I thought it was cute. I want to put some liquid glass on these lights when we're done. We'll see how that looks if we can get this part finished. Let's start with that barn there. And I'm tempted. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with the lights. But on him, I want to do them all different colors. But these other ones, I'm not sure if I want to do that. So we're gonna start on this, and I'm undecided on the color of this. So I'm gonna be making things up as we go here. Oh, and then we've got a banner. I won't take it all out right now, but it's like a cowbell. And 3 of them have a saying on, and 2 of them have ornaments on. So we're gonna start with some red here. Get a plate. get that barn done. And, yeah. How quick that would be for me to roll. We're going to roll it. The top is going to be white. It's going to be different, I decided. But I'm going to roll it. I'm going to roll it. Or it'll take me forever to do that the other way. Oops. Let's do that. And let me think if I got anything else that's going to be red. Not really. All right. I'm going to use... I went back and forth on colors here, too. I'm going to use that Alzimian Crimson is what I'm going to go with here for the barn. And probably my lights, too. So I wanted to go with, like, countryish colors. Whoops. And I don't know. I'm hoping this will be what I was thinking of. And then I'm just going to tape off my line there so I don't make a big mess with my tape. Because I'm going to keep the top white. Try to make it brighter, I was hoping. So let's just tape it off really quickly here. The line on there is just for placement of my lights, so there we go. There, get down really good. And it should be really quick. Santa and reindeer for the banner, yeah, that would be cute. Yeah, if I had a Santa up top, that would be really cute. I was trying to go with the cow. What do I put for a banner with the cow? So, I mean, I could have put moo on the banner. Nah. So I went with the bell. I seen these bells in one of the sets I had purchased. And I went, that would be all right. That would be good with the cow. That's really quick. But I wanted more of a barn red, too. I didn't want red, red, red. All right, let's let that dry. I got a piece of hair in there. I don't know where it comes from. All of my animals, probably. All right, let's see. Where's my wipes? Oh. They disappeared. Hold on. They're probably behind some. Here they are. Behind something here. And I didn't want to use green on the... I was going to put trees on the one side at first. And then I decided not to go with trees. I bet you I don't have these two pieces. There's two pieces that go in here, unless they're in with these guys. I don't see them. Ah, shucks. I may have to go get them. I'm sure they're downstairs. Let me grab the white roller here. This barn I'm going to do with the roller. It'll just be easier. Let's see. See, and I want to do the liquid glass in that. That's going to take a little bit more time in the end, so... here we go. I'm just going to use a warm white by Decor. I'm going to do the barn doors and the top. I'll end up doing the top of the barn that color too. So I didn't go the traditional colors. We're just going to do it different. Let's see. Let's get this over here. I'm going to see if I can do it light enough that I don't get paint in these grooves or I'm going to be taking it out. But I'm hoping I can go light enough. And we'll see. So far, so good. Pretty good. Okay, we'll let that dry and we'll give it some more. Yeah, sleigh and reindeer would be cute too. I think you're right. Even a Santa sitting. No, I would. Yeah, we could go with the other idea I was going to use too. But a Santa sitting up on top with presents or something would be cute. Yeah, it's going pretty good actually, and it did not even fill in my lines. I got a little bit right there, but not bad at all. Nice. Nice and easy that way. And quick. For those of you who do shows, you're looking for quick. And that was quick, I thought. Because if I would have done that with a little sponge painter and rolled and dabbed and dabbed and dabbed, it would have taken quite some time. I'll let that dry a little bit. Let's give this one more coat here, the red. And then we can go take that off and go on to the white. Okay. I need some more. Yeah, I was quite happy with that. The ghost, I thought that turned out so cute. It really did. I wasn't sure at first, and Once I put it on there and got it all up there, I'm like, yeah, I like it. I'm really liking painting pumpkins this year for some reason. I don't know why. Okay, that'll be good. A nice white line there. I'm going to dry that because then I can put the tape back on my red side once I get it dry. Maybe I should do that present red is what I'm thinking. Maybe green. Maybe I'll use green. That made it not dry too even here on my red barn. I may have to give it another coat. I'll do it for white for sure. I'll try it again here. 50%. Well, that's Jan's group, Kim. Tina, yours probably goes too. I was busy today on that group. That was going off constant. So usually I just mute it. Because it just gets to be too much. Let's see if that helps. I didn't want, no, the barn's going to sit actually back behind the cow. So I don't want it in the middle cave. I want the middle to be my main piece, which is the Highland. And the barns and the slats for the holes for the two side items are cut at a slant so that they do sort of angle back behind it. It's just how they're cut. You got your main one up front and then the other two go at a slant or like this back piece behind it. I can show you when we're done, but yeah, so you don't want, I don't think it hurts to have a bigger item behind them because it's behind it. Then you can see it better. It's my theory, my thought. Same with the signs and stuff. There. That worked perfect. Now let's get this roof done here. Oh, you had to go up. I had a sick doggy all night. Made a mess in his kennel. Or she did. She had diarrhea so bad. I don't know what. Well, ever since I got the washer and dryer. It could be this. I don't know if that would cause it. It probably could. It probably does. Ever since I got the washer dryer, I used to have my cat's food up on top of them so the dog couldn't eat it. So now that we got the new washer and dryer, I really don't want the cats up there. And it's higher now with the pedestals underneath it. So it's in my bathroom on the floor. I don't know where else to put it. It's in the bathroom on the floor. And the dog is normally guarded off from that area. She's gated off. She can't get in there. But when we go to eat dinner, my husband always lets her come in there because that's where we end up eating. Because I don't have a dining room anymore. And we end up eating in there and that. And then if we forget to shut the door, which 90% of the time it seems like we do because we want the cats to be able to go, but we do. She goes in there and all of a sudden you realize what she's doing. She's in there mowing down their food. And I don't know how much she ate the first night. She ate a lot. Well, they have 2 containers like this in here that we just fill with dry food. You know, they're about that tall, 4 or 5 inches tall. And she just mowed them down. So she's got the poops. And really bad. She was really, really bad. Dale was up with her all night. I was up until 4 this morning taking her out. You'd have her in her kennel and I'd hear her cry. So I'd get up real quick and she actually made a run to the door. I'd have to run behind her to keep up with her to get to the door. So she wouldn't have an accident in the house. I'm going to let that dry just a little bit. So yeah, it wasn't a very good night with her. But anyway, I guess after I left, I went to bed about 4, and then the husband took over, and she must have went and ended up going in her kennel because he was, when I got up this morning, he was cleaning the kennel and the carpet, so it must have got all over on her, poor dog. But today she was back in that cat food. I mean, it doesn't faze her. She eats like a, if you've ever had a dog that like can't ever get enough to eat, this is what she is. It sort of gets you mad because she gets all the food she needs. She doesn't, you know, but she will mow everything around if she can. If she can eat it, she'll eat it. It doesn't matter what it is. The only thing that she won't eat, I found out, is onion. But I don't think any dog eats onion, really. let's see. I should have done my bow right away. I want to do my bow here. I'm going to just paint this here. I've got paint on here. Probably I can do it. So yeah, she's and she gets enough treats from us. I mean, she's always getting treats. Probably too many. That looks good. Let's see. But dogs cannot have cat food. Well, she's been eating it. We don't give it to her. I don't want her to eat it. But I figured maybe that's what gave her the diarrhea, is from eating the cat food. I don't know where I'm going to put it to keep her out of it, because it's hard to put it somewhere. I mean, where do you put it? I never shut my bedroom door. The cats go in there to sleep, and then they want to come back out. You know, it's hard. Where do you feed your cats? Yeah, our dog always has food. She always has food out no matter what. And our dogs we always have done that. They never overate. They ate what they wanted when they wanted, probably once or twice a day, and that was it. I think on the ornaments, I'm going to do these are the little ornament, the banner. I'm going to do the lights on here all red, just to make it easier, because they're little. There's 6 of those, and then there's holly. We're going to do little balls on the holly. Let's do those done. I cut some extra because the actual balls for the holly did come off, and I lost one, so I cut 2 of them. You can see the balls are gone, the berries. So I cut some extra. So I don't need all those. So let's go with those first. Let's get them done. I'll put them on my paper here. Okay. And I think the ones that go in the barn, I might do all green. I'm undecided. And then the ones on the actual cow, I'll do multi. I think just red and green. Okay. I hate to put them on this new, because I know they're going to get stuck. They're going to probably be hard to come off. Do I have them all the right way? No, I don't. Yeah, I do. That one is right. And then this one here. Oh, nope. I lost the little pieces below the bulbs. That's what it is. That's okay. You won't ever see them anyway, most of the time. They're small enough. I probably got enough paint on here to do these guys yet. I ain't gonna take much. You could paint it separate. You could paint the string a different color if you wanted, but I'm not gonna. I'm gonna just leave them all one. Like that, and that should be good. There. Now we're done with this color. I think we're done with this color. At least with the roller. We got a Ziplocs up here pretty soon. I think I am. I knew I was getting low. Nope, I found some. Okay. Yeah, just my poopy dog. I think it's all from eating cat food. Because that's what she got into. And that's about all I know she got into. So I'm pretty sure that's probably why she's got the diarrhea. And it hasn't been fun. Noisy. I mean, I took her outside. I thought, oh my goodness. And it was her making all the noise. I was like, holy cow. Do a double take. I can turn my fan here. 1 second. Put this guy here. We are painting a new set again, Lisa. I just got to put another one together for the bench. I just think the thing is so doggone cute. Now I'm going to get just a little bit to take these. I'm going to take these berries off. I should be able to just break them off. I think I tacked them in more than one spot too. I shouldn't have. Well, I may have to leave them on because I've got them tacked. That one's coming apart. I'm going to leave them. I've got them tacked pretty good. I did them like in 2 or 3 spots, thinking the berries would all come off separate too. I wouldn't have needed to do that. But I had lost one set, so I did it. Next time I won't. Okay. So we're just going to get a little bit of the same. I'm going to use that same red. All right. And a real fine brush. Can you guys see? That's somewhat. It's like really I got you going upward instead of down, but I'd have to Let me see. I'm going to move over a little bit. I'm going to move my water and that over here. And then, let's see. And it won't be so far away. Okay. Leave that here. I lost my screen over here because I changed it. Look in there. There we go. All right. So I'm just going to paint the berries here. Pretty tiny whiny. Okay. Got a bunch of new snow globes to cut. Real soon I'll be cutting some more stuff for it to get unlisted. I've been listing stuff, but got a lot more to go. Like a huge file to cut. I know I've used liquid glass with you guys before. It's just been a while. But it does come out pretty neat. It gives it a glassy look. Oops. All right, now I get those at Walmart in the craft area, to tell you the truth. They used to have them in the paint area. I can't find them there anymore in Walmart. Now I get them right in the craft area. They're up above, like by those round sponges that they sell, you know, like for daubers, for doing circles, and in that area, right in the crafts. And they're only like $1.99 for 3 of them. I love them. I think they're great. They're so quick and easy. There, that works good. I think they're quick. I'd rather do that than sit and daub up the whole thing, especially on bigger areas. Of course, like now on this little wreath, you're not going to, but when it comes to areas like this, I would. Let me see. I may have to, probably should have ran over that roof again here real quick. Let's just get the upper part of it anyway. Carefully. Get it a little bit more. Whatever's on my brush roller here. There, that's good. That'll be enough. And this one I took out. And then I throw them in a Ziploc like this. And I just zip them shut. And you can reuse them for quite a while. They don't dry out if you got with the paint on them. I don't get them wet or anything. I don't put them in the fridge. I leave them right here hanging in a bag on my door. Too many of them in that bag because I don't even know what's in there anymore. Let's paint, we're going to do the green, I think. We got lights. They're really, and then we got to do the cow. Besides for the lights, and we're going to do the green. I think we're going to do this other green. We're going to do this one green. This one, I think I got to, oh no, this is for this. So if I paint this green, I'm going to paint that red. But I'm missing my 2 pieces for right there. That go on top of that. They're just like, they're going to be the cardboard flaps. Is all they're going to be. So I'm going to go with, it's really, it's not a Christmassy green, really. It's medium Hauser is what it is. Hauser medium green. But it's more, I don't know, I was thinking more countryish than deep, deep green. So let's see what she looks like. Whoop, excuse me, that was my paint. Kim, I didn't do any good on Saturday night. I went to the casino and I didn't win. I win and then I would lose, and then I'd win and I'd lose. And we'll come back and paint these little berries too. Win and lose. But I tell you what, I'm like, Dad, this is for the birds. When I left, I had to go cash out my ticket and the rest of it. There was a guy ahead of me. I'm no joke. They were counting, they were paying him, counting out the $100 bills, and he had over $25,000, you guys. I asked him when he turned around, I said, so what parking lot are you in? He just smiled and laughed at me. Like I could really mug him. I wouldn't do it anyway. But it was funny. I had to say it. What parking lot are you in? But yeah, over $25,000. I don't know what he won on. But he won on something. He could have been playing the tables or he could have been playing those machines. I have no idea. I'd never seen him before. Of course, there's so many people in there. You don't see everybody. You know, I don't really... It depends what you're doing. If you're really people looking or if you're just looking at what you're doing, you know. I'm that way when I grocery shop. I could walk right by somebody I know half the time because I'm just there doing what I got to do and I get out of there. It's funny. All right, so I'm going to do the same. So this will go on the barn. I think it'll be a good color for this anyway. So let's get this done. I'm going to do the inside too. I'll probably make it a little darker though when we get done here. And do where the lights sit up on top. We don't have to worry about it though. This may not be too bad of one to paint, to tell you the truth. Put some white on there. Oops. I got enough paint on the bottom, so I may have to sand it. So yeah, all of a sudden I thought, why don't we make, I want to put a base, make a base, offer bases too. Because then you can use them separate. Yeah. I think of stuff like that all the time. It's just a lot of times don't get the time to implement it or do it. All right, that looks pretty good. Now let's paint those holly berries. I'm going to sit down here if I can. I know. I could tell you guys how lucky I've been, but I probably shouldn't. But I will. All right, I will. That's because are any of you aware that you can gamble on Facebook? Not that there's anything wrong with gambling, as long as you don't overdo anything. There's actually groups there's groups, I never knew it, where they open like pull tabs. So you can use a Cash App and you send them some money and they'll open you as many as you pay for, right? And I was watching some groups for a while before I even decided to get in on it. But in the last week, well, the last probably 3 weeks, I've won $15,000, you guys. 3 times, $5,000 each. No joke. I hate to even tell anybody I won it, but I have. Just opening pull tabs, you know. And then they'll take the video down after the video's done. Most of them do. But there's a group that I'm in, and I've been talking to one of the ladies that does the pull tabs a lot. We're a lot alike. But anyway, I never had a problem with them not paying me. They always have, you know. So, yes, I've won that much. I did not know that you could do that. I did not know. I mean, I asked the one lady that I talked to, I said, is it legal? And she says, well, there's a fine line between, it depends if you can get it classified as raffling. If it's a raffle, it's legal, I guess. So yeah, you open pull tabs and they'll have like I don't know, they'll be like it depends on the game. Some of them will have, it'll depend how much the pull tabs are. If they're $1, $2, or $3, or there's $10 ones. How many rows there is in the whole thing, and how many, they call them holders. If you get a holder, that means then you're in to win the money at the end, which is usually where the big money is. Like say it's a 3-point. On the end, they'll have 3 winners that get 1,000 each. Out of, say there's 3 different, what he does, the one guy that I really like, he takes 4 games and he mixes them all together. All the cards, all the pull tabs. And then it takes a little bit longer, but he can usually get through it in one evening, usually sometimes 2. So he puts all those tabs and he pulls them, and then he does bingos to win them, where you can win it, like instead of paying for $90 worth of tabs, you can pay $6 to play bingo and the winner gets the tabs. So there's different ways of doing it too. And then, so say those 4 games, they each have 18 holders, say. So there's 18 holders that you're trying to get when you're buying your tabs. You want a holder. So if you get a holder then, and usually I end up with multiple holders. You want more than one because there's 4 different games. You want some in each game, you know. And then when he pulls the number, he pulls the little flat back and it tells you, okay, number 17, number 4, number 8, and number 9. Those are, you got to climb the ladder. So there's 4 tabs here, 4 to open, which are the 4 numbers I just said. And then out of those 4, 3 will go up. And the 1 goes up, and he's going to get a smaller prize. Then out of the 3 that are left, 2 go up, and then you got your winner at the top. The thing that's really nice when he does it is like for number 17, that was the first one he did, your neighbors go with you. So not only is 17 in it, so is 16, and so is 18. Now, if 16 was over here, it would go down to 15, then would be your neighbor. And when you get to the top, if it's $1,000, they get $1,000 also. So here I was a week and a half ago. I was not, and so there's four holders going up, you guys, right? And each holder has a neighbor. So you actually got 3, 6, 9, 12 different holders from this game. So 12 out of 18 go up. Okay, So I was in every single one of them. So no matter what, I was going to the top. The only thing that mattered was a lot of times we buy with a partner, somebody else that's live with there. We'll each go $150, and then we'll get $300 worth of tickets, and your odds of getting a holder is better. So a lot of times I had to split. So out of the one that could go up to the top, I was the main holder, and it was all by myself. On this side of me, I had another main holder. No, it wasn't a main holder. It was one I was sharing, and I was sharing this one. I was in all three on the one tab that was going up, and don't you know that one won? So on this one that won, I got 1,000, 500, and 500. I got 2,000 right there, and then the one before it, I think each one got 750, and I had to split it, so I got 375 on that one. I won on every one going up, and it was like all 4 games. I did the same thing. I'm like, you guys aren't gonna want to see me here anymore. But the guy goes last time, 5,000 seems to be your number, Donna. I said, yeah, I'm sort of liking it. So yeah, it's been a lot of fun. I shouldn't be doing it, but it's fun. It's fun. And you learn the game after a while. You learn when you should buy and when when's better time. And there's, you're not that you're always right, because you're not. All right, let's get these little berries painted. So yeah, I thought I gotta go to the casino and see if I win there, because as lucky as I've been lately, maybe I will, but I want to go play bingo. My daughter's going to go, and I think Kim's going to go too. We're going to go play bingo. We just got to pick a day coming up and go. Day or an evening, one or the other. But I prefer bingo. And I've been to bingo quite a bit when I was younger with my mom up at Oneida. My mom loved to play bingo, so she always took me a lot. And I didn't have the money to go, but she always paid for me. And I realized when I went Saturday night, I was heading towards the casino, because there is a little bingo hall, casino. Where the bingo hall is, there is casino in the back of that building. But then I realized that the main casino is in the building next. They're not hooked together. It's in the building next to it. So where I was going to park, I thought, no, I can't park there because I can't even get over here. And then I was parking, and I realized I've never even been in this casino in my life. This is the first time I've even been in this side, because I'm always in the bingo hall, never over there. I am pretty lucky, Kate. I really am. I buy scratch offs in the gas station too. Crossword puzzles. I like playing those. And my daughter's like, Mom, you're so doggone lucky, because I'll win all the time. I win enough. More than I buy. I usually have a winner. My luck's been really good on that. But online here with playing these tabs is like, oh my God. My husband's like, don't tell me you won again. Yeah, I did. How much this time? I'm like, I tell him 5,000. Oh my God. But you have to realize too, I put some money back to win again too. You've got to buy enough to win too. You've got to buy enough to get enough holders in the game. If you go and just hope you're going to win with having one holder, but somebody might, but your chances are not very good. So I don't know. It's a game too. Okay, so that's all done. We're going to leave that like it is. I might paint the flaps here. I'm thinking for the box, like in red. Or I'll put them in brown. I'm not sure. One or the other. Let's paint, let's get his feet done here. And then we just have the Highland and those bulbs. Oh, well, let's do those bulbs first. Actually, let me get this part. I came without breaking it here. Come on. Come out of there. There. Let's get these bulbs done, because they're going to be a little more time consuming. I think we got these two and this one. The one for the, do we have 3 left? Yeah, oh, one's for here. That one I was going to paint all red. I don't think so. I think I'm going to paint this one red and green too. Let's just do them all. So I'm going to just paint the red ones. I'm just going to do every other one red and every other one green. And then I think I'll go back and I'll do this one. I'm going to do the string different. They're bigger. I think they'll be easier than those other ones. Oh, I wasn't supposed to do that one. That don't matter. So let's do this one. Yeah. I messed that up now. But I just got to think. Well, what do I have this one? No, because then I'm in a row. I'm going to do this one. We'll be off there in a little bit, but that's okay. Not that one. I'll do this one. I almost did the Highland with the pumpkins again. He's so doggone cute. I keep looking at him. I got to get him cut and listed. He's just too stinking cute, but he'd be cute on here too. All right, and now let's leave that one. We'll do this one. These little brushes work pretty good. Oops, I did the wrong one again. I'll take it off. There. I think I did. Who knows? I was sort of going every other one. There. That one should have been red. That one should have been green. This one should have been green. Let's move this. I can paint over that. All right. Yeah. Okay. Oops. Okay, when we go and I meet Kim, I'll have to tell you. You're more than welcome to come with, too. If you want to go. I think it starts like at 10 a.m. in the morning, which means I'll have to go to bed a lot earlier at night. All we got to do is pick a date. I'm game to go whenever. So on Saturday, my daughter started it, wanting to go to the casino the night before, telling me I should go because I keep winning. And she was like, we can go tonight. Well, it's midnight, you guys. I'm not going up to the casino at midnight. Forget that stuff. Too old for that. And then she said, we should just get a room. And no, I'm not doing that. And because of course Mom pays for it all too. So I said, we can go tomorrow night. I'll go tomorrow night. So I got up Saturday, and that was my plan. Well, then I was trying to print off some pictures for my orders, and my printer didn't want to print. And it was having the Wi-Fi didn't work for quite a while now. And it's older, though. I've had it a long time already, actually. And I couldn't get it to print, so I went, screw this. I'm just going to go get a new printer. And she backed out on going with me, so I went, I'll just go to Green Bay and get a printer. And then I called Kim, and I'm seeing if she wanted to go. I said, I'm going to the casino. So I actually went by myself, but I didn't care. You know, you're playing anyway. It's not like you're really gabbing all that much. So yeah, it was. I was probably there 3 hours. I didn't get home till like 11 o'clock. And I sat here and put my printer up, but I'd win, I'd lose, I'd win, I'd lose. I couldn't get ahead. That guy ahead of me though with that 25 grand, holy cow. I was more than 25. I know it was. She gave him like 3 piles, and she was putting 10,000 in a pile when she was counting. Jeez. Yeah, we'll have to tell you. I'll have to tell you when we go. Once we pick a date and we decide to go, I'll let you know. I love playing bingo though too. I like bingo. But yeah, I didn't know that you could do that online. I did not know it at all. But you know, there's even groups where, you know, these people can go in there and do sell pull tabs like this, or do their pull tabs things. And there's different people on there doing it. And I don't know. I don't like that. I like, because you don't know who they are, or, you know, and I'm always leery. But if they weren't making payments, nobody would be playing with them either. Because they pay you that same evening. They pay you when the game's done. And they pay you right away. The ones I'm on, they sit there and figure out what they owe who when it's all over with. And then they send it right away, and they have you verify you got it. So they're pretty good. They're real good about it. I like this group I'm playing with right now a lot. They just went on a cruise, the whole group. How much fun would that be? That'd be fun. I think I should sell pull tabs. Shoot, no. Then I couldn't play them. I might have done 2 in a row there. That's okay. But yeah, I play and thinking, nah, I ain't going to win again. You know, how many times are you going to win? And I do. It's like, oh my gosh. You got to be kidding me. And you pay it right, they pay you right through Cash App. Cash App or Venmo. All right. let's see here. Yeah, I didn't know it was there. There's actually things you can play bingo too on Facebook. But they play it a little different. You pick a row 1 through 15, and then they run it on a computer, and then you watch for your row on there. I've seen it. Oh, we're gonna leave that one green. Did not, and I don't know how it came across my screen that I even found out about it. I don't know what if somebody else must have been doing it or something that it came in my feed. Because I had no idea that was out there. There we go. Okay. That looks pretty good. I think we're going to leave them like that. We'll do the green ones. I'll go back in there and let's do the green ones. I went to bingo about a year ago with my girlfriend, Karen. She used to go all the time with her mom, and my mom was always there, and our moms would be, we drove a school bus together and the rest of it, and we used to go all the time. And about a year ago, I think it was, I went with her, and I won. I think it was like a $300 game or something. Is Kim still on here? Kim Cass? I was watching her live earlier today. She was painting she bought those little, it's a ghost, and a ghost, and it's a pumpkin. They both have they have little holders, and they hold a votive behind them. So you got to vote them, and they got a spot in their stomach of the ghost that's cut out. And of course the pumpkin's face is cut out, so the votive light shines through. And I was thinking, wouldn't those be cute on that bench like that? To put if I put the tab on the bottom, and then you could set the votive behind them on the bench and have the light shining through. That would be really cute too, I thought. Make them as a bench set. Yeah, it was an idea. Popped into my head after I seen her painting them today. I was actually on my way to Walmart when I was watching her. My kitties needed food, so I had to go no matter what. Alright, let's let that dry. Don't look too bad. Red and green. Can you guys see? I should really zoom you in, huh? I think I've got it open as big as it goes. Let's see where I've got you here. I think that's better. I think you're better. Let me see. Is that as small as it goes? Yeah, there you go. That's as small as we go. And you can sort of see a little bit better. So we're going to cover up. I think I'm going to put a little bit of gold in there where the little brass buckle area, whatever that is, where they screw on, that screw on part on these guys. And then I'll do I could do this light and green or brown, or I've got lights in all different colors with strings, all different colors. I added a few more ornaments last night that I found I thought were cute from that same designer. What I was going to start listing was some of the other items she has that are larger that just sit or hang or whatever. Her Santa Claus, he's sort of pretty cute. She's got some where he's got more of a straight beard across the front. Now him I'm not as fond of, but I think the ones that I have on there had more of a rounder beard. Probably makes it more primitive or something. I'm not real into the prim myself, but some of it don't bother me. It depends. Oops. Yeah, I was just thinking about it the other night too. I need to get up here and just sell all my ribbons, a lot of my ribbon off, and to sell all these wreath frames in that off. I've got so many in my deco mesh. I have so much, it's pathetic. Why let it sit here and not be used? I should be selling it off, is what I should do. either locally get it listed or listed online and ship it or something. It looks like my orange red ones might need a little bit more because they're sort of spotty looking. So I think I'm going to give them a little more. I'm going to get a little pressure paint here. It's drying up with my fan. This one's almost gone. Put it over here so they don't dry up. It won't matter, well, it's because it's going to hit it anyway. It won't hit my ornaments as much, but those I want to dry, so defeated my purpose. Can't remember, come on, she must have went off. Road trip to Wisconsin, yeah, that too. I'm telling you, the other room that I have 2 bedrooms up here, or 2 rooms up here. They're basically my girls' bedrooms. And this one is I use for the craft room. And it's a mess. It's a total mess. I've got a hard time walking around in here. I've got to get something done. I've got too much stuff in here. I don't know where to go with it. That's the problem. It's not that it's just a mess. There's not enough room for stuff. And the other room, there's no room in either. I've got a whole wall of mesh. The whole closet is full of wreath forms and mesh. I got racks in there. And it's full. And then I've got 2 racks in the room that are full. And I've got those bookcase things with mesh in, with 12-inch mesh. I bet you it is 6 across the bottom and at least 4 high, and it's all mesh. All 6-inch mesh. I'm not kidding when I say I've got a lot of it. I don't know what I was thinking. I don't know what I was thinking. You got to have the colors because you don't know what you're going to need, so. And I've got way too much ribbon. Some of it I haven't ever used. It's still got the plastic on. Some of it I've used some, but you know when you make something, you never use the whole roll all the time. But yeah, it's just sitting up here, just collecting dust. I might as well get rid of it. Or it will collect more dust. Got a lot of cheetah print ribbon. I just never know how to list it, what to do. I could start just stashing it on my live sales too, I guess. Something like that. But like it's all brand new, all the wreath forms, and got a lot of the nicer, thicker wreath forms that have the fuzzy colored ties on it, because I like those better. I thought they looked better instead of the thin little ties. I always bought those thick ones, colored ones. I got lots of green wreaths. I made a thing in the hallway up here that holds all my fake plants and flowers out of. Took one of those shoe racks and I put garbage cans in it, and then they all sit in there at an angle. It works pretty good. Okay, so we're done with all the ornaments now, I think, right? I think so. How's this green, guys? We're gonna need one more. So they're not gonna be covered. Let's see. Yeah, just a quick coat. We have all the edges all the way. And then I think it's the Highland. Should have told you guys what I all did to the ghost when I showed you it. I never even thought of that. I didn't do that much more for it. I worked on his eyes a bit. I could have done the eyes white too, and then painted the circles in them black, but I thought he's white. And when you see like a ghost, you know, if you look on the internet, a lot of times they're all white and with the black eyes in his mouth and mouth's open or whatever. I didn't want the mouth open. I wanted a friendly one, but okay, let's see. So I'm officially an LLC now. I went and took care of that the other day. Got that all done. So it's Rustic Farmhouse LLC. I don't have to change it online. I probably won't put maybe here and so I'll probably put it behind the name. But as far as I won't have it all the time, you don't have to. It's still taxed like an individual sole proprietorship. It's just that it's got more protection against your personal assets. There's the major benefits to it. Here we go. Oh, I'm going to get on that white on that one. There, that's all we got to do there. We got them all done. I did that one. I got to put a little red on this one. It's nothing hard, Kay. It's just you still run your, you still do taxes like an individual. There's still sole proprietorship basically, but it's an LLC on the books. You need to keep your money more separate and put yourself, you don't put yourself on payroll, but you just sort of pay yourself once a month if that's what you want to do or whatever. You shouldn't just take your debit card and run to the grocery store and use it. It needs to be kept separate that way, but not a biggie. All right, I'm trying to think. Let's see. Let's get that gold on those ornaments real quick, and then we'll do the straps. Maybe we'll do the straps first and put the gold last. So I think I'm going to go brown on. Well, the cow's brown. My cow is brown, but I'll go with dark brown. Let's do that. So it sticks out. I'm going to go real dark brown, like a dark umber. Let me see here. What's the darkest one? This is dark. What is that? Soft black. Soft black. All right, then we'll go with this one. What is this? Raw umber. Yep. I think this will be darker. That way the gold, I'll put the gold on top and just in case I get some paint on it. The reason for it is in case you get sued. Is the main reason of it. It's to protect your own personal assets from the business assets. So if somebody sued you, they couldn't come after your car or your house. That's the reason for it. So it depends if there's enough that it would bother you to lose, I guess. Is the main reason. That's the reason behind them. It's the protection of losing anything or lawsuits or stuff like that I gotta worry about. Or somebody falling and getting hurt on your property or something like that, you know. Oh, that's a weird noise. That's that other group again. Yeah, from lawsuits. That's the main reason for it. Yep, exactly, Lisa. That's why I did it. I'm just, and I got to change it because I made it a one member. It's just me in it. But if something ever happened to me, I need my husband to be in it too. Or what's going to happen, you know, if I'm the only member, I suppose it would go to your heirs, but still, to make it easier, I got to add him to it. I went through a thing online to do it, and they filed the paperwork for you, which I probably could have done for myself for the $130 they charge you. But I had to, it cost me a little more than that. It cost me like $300 by the time I was done, but I'm going to do the same with my business name. Even though you're legally trademarked, nobody can use your name. It goes by who had it first, basically, if they're in the same field where nobody should be using your name. They can get sued. But it's still good to register it, and it takes like 1.5 years, so I'm going to get that going too. I'll be done with that, because I got an issue with that right now. Going on with someone using my business name when they shouldn't be. And they're doing it intentionally. So, and they're starting to do the same thing I am, so that's totally not allowed. But you don't have to be registered to do anything about it. You don't have, that's not necessary. But I'm just going to do it so it's done. It helps, put it that way. There is benefits, it helps. But you don't have to do it to say that it's yours. It's like when you create something, it's automatically copyright. The minute you publish it, or create it, it's yours. You know, you made it. Now, if you sell it, that's a different story. But Not everybody has to pay taxes monthly, though. I do taxes. Okay. It depends on what you owe every year. If you have other ways of paying it in, then you don't have to pay it monthly. You say if your husband's working and he's paying it in, or you're paying it in estimates or whatever. It's not always monthly. It depends on what you make and stuff like that too. But yeah, self-employed, it just stinks no matter what, because you end up owing. You don't get back the nice big refunds usually. There we go. I think that'll show up better on the Highland than using a different lighter color. I'm going to have to go back because I can still see through these guys. Might as well do this one right away. I think we'll do the gold and then we'll let it dry and then we'll do the liquid glass on them. I got a great big bottle of it. I should use it more often than I think of it. I actually seen somebody else do this. I forget about it after a while. Buy all this stuff to try it and you forget you have it. I was trying to sell my sublimation printer because I just don't use it enough. Oops, I got that one white again. My finger must have white on. And get that out of here, and then I get my heat press out of here. I need to get some declutter, let me tell you. Declutter is my word. It just seems to accumulate so much stuff. It'd be fun to go to auctions and stuff, but you know what? I don't need to accumulate. That's the problem. I suppose you can go and watch, but that's not the fun of it. Yeah, the states all matter too. Like I sell in pretty much every state darn near. But you have to sell so much. Some of it's a pretty big amount, you know, $100,000 worth of items in a state. And then you owe the sales, you gotta start charging sales tax. So you gotta keep track of that, but that's a lot to sell in one state though too. You know, we're small businesses, you're talking, you know, 100,000 in one state, come on. Nice thing with Etsy is Etsy takes care of those for you. You don't have to do nothing with the Etsy sales. So it's just my own sales, not for taxes on that. I'm starting to use QuickBooks Online, but I've got to, it's going to be a job to get it all straight in there. Because once it starts transferring correctly, it'll be easy. But right now, getting it set up, it's sort of a pain in the butt. And I get only working on a little here and a little there. And I got to get, I want to get it done. All right, I can still see some there. I missed here. A little sloppy there, but it'll be all right, I think. There. All right. This could be rustic looking too, so if it's a little rustic. Thank you. Thanks for sprinkling, Lynn. I need a drink here. Away most of, what's that, Mary? I don't know. I probably lost myself on whatever I was saying that you're commenting on. I do that. I'll tell you that. I do that. I'd be like, what did I say? What were we talking about? I'm going to try this. I'm going to look at, let me see. I'm going to go with this pure gold, I think. Got an antique gold, a pure gold. I just picked these up at Walmart. Oh, yeah, you're not catching replay. You're catching live, Lynn, where I'm actually live. But if you sprinkled it out, I thank you. That just helps get more viewers and sales, and it helps. Even if you're just watching, don't buy, that's fine. The sprinkling even just helps too. So I'm thinking this would look good there for the tops of the band, so we'll see what it does. I think it'll be alright. Plus it'll make it show up more on the top of his head, I think. Yeah, it'll be alright. Let's give him a little different touch. I like these little brushes. Did anybody buy these? That ones that I have of Amazon? I really like them. For stuff like this and little fine work, they work great. Same with those little, probably finger ones. If I quit going out of line here, I quit talking. I'll quit talking for a few minutes so I can get these done. And I have to fix them all. So I bought the same printer I had. Exact same printer. Because I like it. It was a good printer and it saved me so much money in ink. It was ridiculous. I used to buy ink at least once a month. I was refilling ink cartridges or buying new cartridges. And I bought this printer, like I said, it's probably been 5 years. And it's printed a lot. It prints all those pictures that go in all the kits and all that. And anyway, I'm down to, I only have to fill the ink like maybe twice a year. That's it. So that savings right there in ink is unbelievable. The printer itself runs, well, it was $5.50, and they had, if you brought in an old printer, you got $50 off. So I paid $500 for it. And I paid just a little under that for the old one, but I bought the floor model one they were selling when I happened to be in there. But it's the Epson ET 15,000. ET, like ET. 15,000 is a printer I have. I just love it. And I can actually print like up to like 13 by 9 on it, which I used a lot for the sublimation. Because it seems like no matter what, you always want, if you buy a smaller one, it's never big enough for what you want to do. You run into an issue. And this one, it was for that price. I like Epson a lot. It's those Econo tank printers. Oh, they're marvelous. They're just great. The money savings is what it is. And the ink to fill it is only like $50 for all 4 colors. 50 or 60. I mean, it's very reasonable too. But from going to filling once a month, or if not more, sometimes it was twice during 1 month, and that was $60 a crack, to twice a year, was unbelievable. And my sublimation printer runs the same way, and it's so nice because those sawgrasses can go through a lot of ink. I heard, and it was expensive to refill them. Which ones are the ones you missed? What do you mean, Michaela? I know I got it right. Oh, these brushes. Yeah, me too, Lisa. I do too. You got them. Yes, these are great. It has that Econo tank thing. Yeah, I thought it was just Epson that did. I didn't even look into it. I've been so happy with this one that I went right back and bought the same exact printer. The guy came and took it out of my car, my old one. I said, yep, see, it's the same one. Exact same printer. But they hadn't really changed anything, or unless I wanted to spend $800 or $900, which I didn't, on a printer, and those wouldn't do anything different than what this one did, really. So I was quite happy. Oops, I got that one too wide. I knew I'd buy another one, the same one, when this one went down, just because of I print a lot. Between orders and printing up order slips and stuff like that, and then the pictures, it's a lot. Even when we had the farm, I printed a lot. I had a lot. Alright, do I have them all? I think so. Okay. I think so. I wonder how this would look if I painted these on there. I think I should. I think I should, huh? Let's do it. I think I'll just add. I think it looks alright. Yeah, I sort of like it. Let's just do it. I was always the one, if we went to the, my husband and I'd go out to dinner. Even before my husband, though, I would do it once in a while. Go to the bar. If you were in a bar and they had a gambling machine, I'd go stick $20 in and play, and the majority of the time I would win, but I either have to win right away or I'm done, because I don't want to sit there for 2 hours spinning that wheel doing nothing. It gets too boring for me. I like to play them a little bit, but a little bit is enough. I don't think I'm going to do these little guys. I don't think I want to do these little guys. Not really. Oh, but I should. But I should, you guys. I should. Something tells me I need to. It's probably just one little line across. Yep, it'll be easy enough. I think it'll just make it, it'll look different. It'll make the difference because the other ones all have it. There. And when I got this gold out, I really should be doing the bells for that banner. Yeah, one little line. It's not too bad, really. And it just adds that little extra touch, I think. Oops. Oops, I gotta fix that one too. I got too wide. That wrong angle here. I got enough brush on my paintbrush. It goes a long ways. Oops, that one I did too. Oops, Donna. Alright, a couple oops there. Right here. Probably just gonna go back with my red. Probably easier. Yep. This one got a little wide here. Any more ups up here? This guy here. Okay, it needs some more silver. Gold, I mean. That looks good. They're little, that's for sure. This guy, there's another one. Okay, nope, I see another one. And that should be good. Let's get those, let's get this to the side. I think we're done with this. Pretty good. Yeah, that looks good. Let's get the ornaments here and get those painted gold too. Where are they here? Oops. So, these are extra little holly in here. We don't need those. We have 5 of them. Christmas is better on the farm. Cowbells ring. Are you listening? Christmas is utterly delightful. And then the two with they'll have the lights on. So these guys, I'm going to need a sponge. Let me see where they are here. Move my chair so I can get over here. Let's see. A ruler would be sweet, but no, we won't do it. This should really be a different color underneath there. The little ball that rings the ding, don't it? It does their ding-a-ringing. Maybe it's just be a darker brown or something like that. Or a brown color. Alright, let's see how this works. I don't have to worry about my lines because they're all getting covered, especially, well, at least on these two. The ones with the light bulbs are. The other ones aren't. I'm just using my gold. Pure gold. I just got this at Walmart. There you go. Now these, and it didn't go in those too bad, so it shouldn't really go in these too bad, I don't think. Okay. What is it, June? It's about time for Christmas stuff, ain't it? We're almost like Christmas in July, they always say. I think so too. I think it does make them pop. Just adding that little bit of gold onto them instead of so plain. Jeepers. It's that group I'm in. It's crazy. I think I'll just use a darker color on that ball that does the ding-a-ring, whatever it's called. These went pretty easy, actually. They cut covers better than I thought it was gonna. I thought it would take quite a few coats to get these covered with this color. Nice and easy. One coat's probably gonna be it, as long as I've got everything. Look at them here. Let them dry, but I'll do the little dinger. I don't know what it's called. I'm gonna call it a dinger. I think I'm just gonna use raw umber, seeing I've got it out. Brush here. I'm gonna leave it with one coat too, so it's there instead of dark, like raw umber is. There. Could have been festive, I guess, and done it red or something, but nah. Oh, we've got mosquitoes so bad here right now, it's horrible. You go outside and you just get eaten alive. Or they come in the house with my husband, I'm like, get that door shut. We have DNR land behind this, and it's like swampy land. So we get mosquitoes. Big time. I'm going to leave those alone because I want it to be thin underneath there. Let's glue those lights on there while we can. See them we can. Let's do it. No, we're not going to do it because I want to put that stuff on them. Let's get our cow done. I want to put the, let's get his feet done here first. I want to get, I want to put that ice liquid glass on him. All right. Let's see. What is this black? This soft black? How soft is it? Looks like brown to me. It don't look black at all. All right, I had the black out. It's sitting here. No, it's not there. What did I do with it? Yeah, it's right here. I see it. There it is. I gotta silence those pretty quick here. I gotta remember to do it beforehand. All right, let's do these. Just taking some black here, and I'm just gonna fill this solid because you're not gonna. We don't need the string lights are just there for placement. Not too hard. I wonder if Shirley popped on here. Shirley, are you on here? She was supposed to come watch. It's another friend. Okay. I thought about doing another bench tonight, but they all go together pretty much the same as the ones I showed you. I may end up doing another one. I haven't decided. We're going to get started today, are we really? Mary, you're too funny. Your husband will turn like everybody else's after a while. You're not watching Donna again, are you? When I first heard that about Donna, I'm like, oh, don't make him hate me. Shoot. That was funny, though. Yeah. But I'm at least decent on price, I believe. I'm a lot lower than a lot of people. You know, try to keep it that way. Nothing else is black on him. No, let's get the browns. Let's start the cow. We'll do his body first. Let me get this black out. I know I used honey brown on the hair the last time. Let me find some good browns. It's sort of like a reddish brown somewhat. Let's see. Let me look here. I love paint. I could paint Highland cows constant, you guys. Probably get bored watching. Let's see. Here's my honey brown. That's one of my favorites. And I think I did a milk chocolate for the body. Let me find my milk chocolate. Right here. And then we're going to go do that, probably that umber. That raw umber. Let me see. That's traditional umber. We're going to need a little darker for some of the strands in the hair. And then it'll be, yeah, something like that. All right, so I'm going to just clean one of these off and cut the sponge. And then we can use it again. Get better scissors. There we go. This one off. I should be done with gold. No, I'm not done with gold. Let me do a little bit more on here. I see. Get up here first. See, I want more in there yet. I could still sort of see some, not wood, but it was duller. And where's my pickle here? There it is. Right here on the S, I can do that one. There. Let me see these other ones. This one, just give one more light coating here. Should help. I need a little more. But the sponge does help to keep it out of those grooves, that's for sure. Get enough on there. I want them gold, so. Here. Oops. Where are you going, Kay? All between midnight and 6 a.m. Yuck. Bad hurricane season. Where are you at, Mary? Okay, just after that too. It's nice. It's neat to find out where everybody's from. You know, we're up in Wisconsin here, and Kay's from Kim Cass is from here. Lisa's in Wisconsin. Tina's out in Vegas, a little stinker. I don't think she is right now, though. She's on vacation. We're supposed to be there, right, Lisa? We should be watching her house for her. So we told her we were going to come do. She's somewhere nice and warm and sunny beach. Probably Mexico somewhere. Or the Caribbeans or somewhere. This lucky little stinker. Okay, so let's go with this milk chocolate, and I'm gonna put it right here. That's not milk chocolate. Yeah, it is. Seems really light, but I'll make it a baby wipe. Where I have them down here, I saw them before. There they are. Now remember, baby wipes are great for doing the dry paint method or the white method, but when you want to take it off the sides, use the Clorox work the best. It takes it off a lot better than baby wipes do. Even after it's been sitting and it's dry. The baby wipes, you can go like this and make your paint like a stain. If you've never seen me do this before. You can do this with any color you like too. I mean, you can color whatever. You know, it's got to be, you know, it'd be hard to do little confined areas, but when you're doing solid areas like this, it's really easy. And it makes it, it's sort of still somewhat see-through like stain does. And you can go over it and do it more than once too, and it'll come a little solider. Solider, yeah, that's not a word, is it? I don't think so. I didn't really want to do my ears, so I'm going to wipe it off. And most of that's going to get covered anyway, around the ears. I'm going to just paint those ears. And I don't have to worry about the hoofs too much because they get overlaid. Just mainly him. I think it'll be okay. I think it's dark enough. If it's not, I'll have to come back and put some more color on him. That all gets covered up there. Alright, let's just leave them like that. Where are you from? Did you tell us where you're from, Mary? Did I miss it? I see you've been there 30 years. I've never been in a hurricane. I don't care to, really. That's okay. We don't get a lot of tornadoes up here. Not like they do down south, like Oklahoma and that, thank goodness. This house that I'm in has been hit by, see, I think this might be too light. Well, we'll find out. This house I'm in, it was hit by a tornado back in 2000 or 2001 when the storms, there was bad storms that came through here. I didn't live here at that point. I need to get a lighter color here. Once, hold on. But before we moved here, it was hit. I think I need a color for a snout. That's not what I want. Where is it here? This one. I think we'll go with that again. That's what I used last time. So we're gonna paint this. Well, is this the part I paint? Is there a piece that goes on top of there? Yeah, no there isn't. No there isn't, because the bulb's gotta go there. Okay, but I can paint. It doesn't matter if I paint over those bulbs here or not. I'll get water in a minute, because I'm try not to get my lines filled this with the brush here. You can use the sponge here again if you want. You don't have to use the brush. I'm just doing it. I was thinking there's maybe another piece on here. I'll get this paint and see if I need to darken my cow up or not. Some water. Spread that around. Okay, and the bulbs are going to cover everything else. Oh my goodness, what a night on my phone. Okay, let's see how dark, what it's going to look like. No, it'll be okay. That's enough difference. I think it'll be enough for his hair to him. And we're going to get his chest hair here. Looks a little different because the bulbs go through there, so it's got a little different shape to it than normal. Don't matter right there anyway. I'm going to give his tail a little more paint. Actually, I think I'm going to paint it a little lighter. I'm going to paint the ball of it lighter. Like the color of his hair is what I'm going to do right now. In a minute, I'm going to give his chest here, just here, his legs here, a little bit more color. The brush, this is the same brown I was using. Now it's just going to go thicker because I am painting it. I'll give it more color, put it that way. When I got to do his feet black down here too. Did I do the other one that way? Oh, his were covered with leaves. So see, I don't remember doing it. All right, give me some of this creamy color here. Let's do that. And then I'm going to do his feet here. Oh, I should use my other brush. This one ain't going to be very good. Nope. Just get the big area here. And then I'll go back with the little brush. Okay. Oh my gosh, I couldn't imagine being flooded either. Everything wet. It's got to be awful. You must got to throw away pretty much everything you have almost that got in it. I don't think I'd move there just because I knew there would be floods. I don't know. Where are you? Did you ever tell us? Did she tell us, guys? Am I missing her comment? I know I keep asking, but I must be missing it. Where'd you find me, Mary? Did you find me on Facebook here? Did you find me from my Etsy store or on Etsy or? I do send a lot of people from Etsy over that ask questions all the time. You're in Houston. Okay. Down by, you're not too far from, I was down in Galveston Island. I actually lived in Dallas for a few years. And then I went back down to Texas about a year later with some of my girlfriends at the time. We went down to Galveston Island and spent a week. It's a lot of fun too. You know, we're about 20 years old and We drove down there from Wisconsin. It was a long drive. It was an even longer drive from Dallas down to Galveston Island. My gosh, it took us just about as long. Then on the way up, we stopped at, was it Billy Bob's, where they did the movie, Dallas? We were there and rode the horse, tried. That was quite a few years ago, a lot of years ago. Tried 30-some. Feels like yesterday. Not really, but doesn't feel like it's 30 years ago either. All right, let's see here. His legs still look really spotted to me, really darker in color. I don't care if his legs are darker than his face. That don't bother me, but they look spotty. So I'm going to go through here with my brush with some water. I don't know why it looks so spotty from you tonight, and it does. Probably, well, it's probably because I use the dry mouth method. Dink. All right. Yep, I knew I'd get some black there. I knew it. All right, I'm gonna leave that be now. See what it looks like later on. I might get up and turn that volume off. Yeah, Houston did had some bad storms not too long ago, didn't they? Sorry if I'm shaking it, but I'm trying to get the volume up. I don't know if that'll take care of it or not. We'll see. That's going to dry a little bit. Let's do his horns here. And then we still got his nose and his lower lip. I'm going to use that oyster beige again on his nose, I think. There we go. I'll put this up there. And I think I'll use a sponge. Seeing that didn't work with my brush too well there. Try it. I still have my phone. It's still, because it's in my notification. It's not the actual volume. It's the other volume. I don't know about you. I've got a Samsung. And you can hit volume and that'll do the one whatever I'm watching. If I'm watching Facebook, it'll turn that one down. But it doesn't turn like your phone down in that or your other notifications. That's all separate. You got to push another button to get to it from the volume. It's sort of a pain. So that's why it just made noise. I'm like, why is that making noise again? All right. Jeez. Yeah, I gotta make sure I shut that off because that's really bad tonight. Tina's still on here? There we go. Let's see. Let's get this hair done. I'm gonna use the same little black brush that I was using here with the thin one. And we're going to take some of this. Let's get him out of here. I'm just going to do some detail work in his hair. Try anyway. I'm just going to draw some lines. There is some lines already there. So I'm either going to go with them or go over them. But I'm going to go with the same direction anyway. Just do some real thin ones. You don't have to all be perfect. You just get enough on here and you start layering them that, you know, they're fine. Okay. Just to give them those other hair things, I think helps a lot. Not really the way I wanted that one to go. But I'll cover it up with some of that same brown right now. And just go like that and cover it up and you won't see it. A couple up here. That's probably good. And maybe here. Just try to touch it real lightly so I get a thinner line. I don't want great big thick ones. There, that's pretty good. Now I think I will go with that's a real deep brown. I think I'm gonna go with the color I've got on his body. It's not gonna be a real dark on it, but it'll be another brown. I could get another darker brown, but I think this will be fine. I've got it out, so why not? It's just gonna put a few more layers in it again. I don't care if I go over those initial ones. I don't want to cover them all up, of course, but Let's add some more. And you could do this with tons of colors if you wanted. Different shades of brown. Just adding more dimension. The more you add, actually, the cooler it comes out, to tell you the truth. Because it just gives it so much more. We'll add another brown yet. Let's see, what do we want to add here? I'm going to actually go with the red. This is going to be traditional burnt sienna. It's not really red, it's it's an orange. And this will add quite a bit too. This will look pretty cool. Whatever I do here though, then I do it on that chest one. Chest hair too. If you don't like the color you put down, go over it with another color. Just break it up like I showed you what I just did under that one spot I didn't like. I'm going to get up here. This is the funnest part, I think. I enjoy this part. I think it's fun. Up here. There's going to be lights up there, which is going to break a lot of that up. There, and then my last color is always white, or a shade. And I'm going to go with this toasted almond that we're supposed to do the horns in that I forgot to do, which we'll do next. And I just bring that through too, same directions. Here, so I go this way now. Oops, it's a little thicker, but it'll be okay. That one's a little thick too. I may have to cover that up just a little bit. So I just go back with one of my browns and run it next to it. You have too much water there. That didn't work. Hold on. Okay. Try it. Too much water in my brush. Put some brown in there. This other brown. Yeah, that'll be okay like that. A little bit white here. Go away, go away. Here. I think that'll be good. Better leave it alone. So there's the top here. Let's do the bottom here, and then we'll do the I'm gonna do the bones. The horns. Alright, so I'm going to just start with this color this time. This I'm going to all make sort of go from the sides to the center. You know, curve in and then it'll go outward. Do the first half over here. And turn around, do then this one will curve inward. The other direction. And it's sort of broken up here because of the light bulb that's going to go there. Alright. We'll stick it in black. Okay. Oops, we'll cover that up. You know, one time you're too far away from it, and then the next time you go and you think you're further away or closer, and it's not. So we got two browns, we got to do some of the red. Okay, and then we need some oyster. I do too, Kat. I think they're fun to paint. Yeah, I'm 57. I just turned 57, Mary. Found, oh, yeah, I talked to you on, now that you say that, Mary, I talked to you on Etsy last night, did I not? Yeah, I know I did. And that you told me you were ordering. Yes, I do. And you did get the bench. And then I think you got a bunch of truck inserts. That's not, I knew it was, that's why I did ask, because I wanted to see if I knew you from Etsy, if that was, yeah, right down. No, really, I did. I did sort of your name I did sort of remember. And now that you say that, yeah, I've seen your orders. Thank you. Just gonna give me, I'm usually about 10 days out. I've got like 80 some orders right now. Ahead of you. Not all ahead of you, but that's something I got waiting. Plus today's. Yesterday and today, the dinger's been just going ding, 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 ringing. Cha-ching. It's not really cha-ching, it's work, work, work. That's what it turns into. All right, let's, oh, I was thinking about giving him some little rosy cheeks this time for some reason. Oh, I gotta do the bones. The head with the bones. I keep calling it the bones. Yeah, I did talk to you. I knew I had talked to you after you said that. After you put some orders in. It's only a year. At this, I'm echoing. Why did that go on? Why would that go on? How strange. There, it should be off. I don't know why it does that. It just does it on its own, you guys. Nothing's dead, is it? Let me look. No, my phone's charging. That shouldn't be going dead. Let me see. I can't see it either, but it should be charging. I got it plugged in. Is it in over there? Yeah, it is. It should be fine. I checked everything before I came live tonight. Make sure I didn't die again. Let's plant these horns here. I get a ton of messages on Etsy. I mean, I can go in there and I'll have 8 of them. And was I in there today? I don't think I was. So when I get done here tonight, I'm going to have to go on there. I was so mad at Etsy last night. It wasn't funny too. That was after I talked to you, Mary. I have an order that came in back in May. And I cut it. And it's not a set I sell a lot of. And I'm thinking, when I go to ship it, Etsy tells me, or the USPS, well, whoever does, tells me that the address is no good. And it's in their really weird address. I forget where it is, what city. It's a bigger city, but it's just not it was not really looking like a street address at all. Something 2800 Atlantic Drive with a 2600 behind it, Pennsylvania on it. I mean, it's just weird looking address. I don't know what it is. And, so, of course, I contacted her trying to get a correct address and tell her she needs to get it changed so I can ship her order. I can't ship it. Well, I've been sitting on this now, and I extended it so it didn't show up late and wreck that 5-star seller thing they got. Because I've had that for I don't know how many months now. I get that 5-star because I get my orders out all the time and on time and stuff like that. And I don't want it taking a dive against it, you know. So I'm going to contact Etsy, see what I can do. And I have a no return, no refund policy. So if anything, she should just be out the money, right? It's not that I want her money. Just give me an address, I'll ship it to you. You know, but I can't even get a hold of her. I've tried email, I've tried Facebook looking for her. I mean, I've gone way out of my way to try to even find her, you guys. Along with emails and Facebook, and I did a Google check for her, all kinds of stuff. Camera's not showing my painting. It's showing me again, ain't it? Yep, it did. Uh-oh. I didn't die, did I? Did it go back? No, it's on up here. Why did it do that, you guys? I should have known because after it, yeah, you're looking at me up here, gabbing away to you. Now we're back, aren't we? So anyway, I can't get a hold of this lady by no means. So I was like, I'm gonna get a hold of Google, Etsy, and find out what I can do with this order. And then I said, can I just charge a restocking fee? Because now I'm gonna have this sitting here. Who knows when, if I'll sell it. It's a wagon set, you guys, that you just don't sell many. I don't sell many of, very few. And she really should, because I've gone out of my way to try to get a hold of her. And who knows, maybe it was just a bogus one so somebody could leave me a bad review too. That happens. Yeah, I switched you guys back after you told me that. Thanks. And who knows, it could be what it is. You never know. And so I said, I'm like, can I charge a restocking fee? She's like, well, when you talk to the customer, you can decide, talk to them and agree upon it, whatever. I can't talk to the customer. The customer don't answer my emails or anything. There's no phone number for her. You know, what is, you know, it's like, well, for future, da-da-da. Well, that's not my question. That's not why why I'm talking to you guys. I was quite frustrated with her. Because, and then they're like, she's like, I'm like, are you telling, and then the way they said it, it's like they told me that I should ship it So are you telling me to ship it to an incorrect address? I could never get an actual answer out of him on almost anything there. I was so irritated. So I just went, good night. And I did end up canceling it. And I just adjusted. I didn't refund the shipping is what I did. I just did not refund the shipping because I'm sitting here with that inventory now. And I don't keep much inventory. At least I try not to. Okay, we're going to leave that like that. I think I'm going to do a little bit of brown going around the nose again. Just using the honey brown. Some water. I'm just going to do a little light shading around the edge. But yeah, I've had it sitting here for I don't know how long now. I said, and she's like, well, you should just set something up in your facts and questions that you do a restocking fee or whatever. I said, well, when it says there's no returns and, or, you know, no returns or refunds, I pretty much, there shouldn't even have to be a restocking fee because they wouldn't be getting any money back because there's no refunds or returns, right? You go round and round with them. There you go. But yeah, it's fine. But they could answer me, and I don't know. I don't know what happened to them. I'll tell you that. But the address is completely wrong. It just seems fishy. Fishy, if you ask me. Oops. Quite a bit on there. Oops. With some water. I was able to cancel it, but there, we'll leave that like that. What's that? Are you stuck in limbo with Kay? It's, you know what one it is the beach one with the flip-flops. That's what one it is. It's the flip-flop ones, Lisa. Like I said, I don't sell a lot of them, even though I got some new ones I'm going to put on there real quick. I don't have to send those out to get painted either because I can use those pictures. I know, oh, first they tell me they'll stand back behind me, whatever I do. You know, they get out, I make them a lot of money. I get a lot of sales on there. You know, they should stand behind you. I sell on Fair too, and I'm really tempted to quit selling on there. Because first of all, I don't need the work. And then, you know, it's wholesale. So I reduce my price some. And then come to find out, when people pay them, when people pay me for what they got to order, and then, you know, they take their commission out of it, I'm paying the whole, they're charging me a % of that sale for the processing, credit card processing, which is fine. I understand there's that fee out there, but I shouldn't have to pay it on their part that they get off of me, should I? I don't think I should, because I'm paying them it. You know, they're the ones making the money on that, too. I think they should pay their own credit card processing fee, just like I have to. And they're making the sellers pays it all. I don't think that's right either. All right, his body's a lot darker if you look than I want it. I don't like it. I'm going to take a wipe to it. I'm going to actually take a Clorox wipe. I don't like it. I got too much on there now. I should have left it lighter. This will usually, what I like to do with Clorox wipes is I'll go over it like that and just let it sit a little bit. Not too long, but a little bit. And then go back. And then it comes off, usually. You can see it's lightening it up already. But it's got to let it work a little bit. Same with on the sides when you use it to take the paint off the sides of something. You go over it once and let it get soft and wet and then go back. Let's see if it's coming off here. It seems to be. Such a glare. I would have thought it would have come out better than that, to tell you the truth, but I got it on there pretty good. I also pay the fee. I'm shipping that. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and people, you know, we have to charge sales tax on shipping, which just doesn't seem right, but we do. But that goes to the state, not us. You know, but they even charge sales tax. Sort of sad on shipping in some states. A lot of people don't realize it, but you do. I'm going to have them really spotty looking, guys. So, I'm going to rub hard and take it all off. So he's not spotty, if I can do it. If I don't like him, I got to have him looking like I want him to. But this does work. You can see it's coming off. It'll be down to a light brown here and won't be spotty. Look at that. Just use my nail a little bit under there and give more pressure. And get that off. A little bit darker here by his feet than I want, but let's see. There, that looks pretty good actually. See, I took it off. I got a couple little spots here I gotta get off, but took it off pretty good. Much better than it was. I'm gonna go back with the baby white and put a little bit more on, just a little, just to try to darken it up to the top of the head. I'll use some of this that's drying up here. It should be fine. Let's see. Yeah, I'd like that, and I'm gonna leave it alone this time. It's gonna be good. Gonna be good. There. Call it good, because it all gets covered up a lot anyway. So let's let him dry, and let's work on these bulbs with the liquid glass. All right, so I'm gonna get rid of this. I think, or put it to the side here. Let me see. This is liquid glass. If you've never seen it before, I actually bought this on Amazon back a few years ago, and it may still be on. It may be in my store. I may have put it in there. I'm not sure. In my Amazon store, you guys can't see it. Where are we here? Let me see. Right there. There we go. It's a big bottle. It's 33 ounces. Pretty good sized bottle. Yeah, we don't charge it. We collect it. You're right. Very true. Very true. Collect it and then pay it in. So that's what liquid glass is. And what it's going to do, whoops, don't lose the mouth. It's going to make it look like he's got, those bulbs are glass. It doesn't matter. It's actually, I like it. I mean, it's better for me if you actually purchase it through my website. I'm charged less, but I like the numbers in Etsy going up. You know, I watch those sale numbers all the time. You know, I hit 5,000 a few weeks ago, and I'm almost up to 5,500 already. So it's not that I like it in there. And then it keeps your algorithm going too. So it's a horse apiece. So you can chop either one. It's fine with me. But it's just that Etsy does get more stuff. It's just I listed in Etsy before anywhere else, just because that's the process, the order I have to go with the program I use. So you'll see it in Etsy before you see it in my store, and you also it may be 2 or 3 days at least till I get back to doing it in my store. So you're probably further ahead on Etsy, and it's, you know, I don't die over the fees they charge. I know you hear some people complain about Etsy fees. I don't complain about them, because the way I look at it, they're doing all that advertising. I'm not going to put it, I don't think I'm going to put it on these guys, but we'll take them off. I've advertised on Etsy. I've advertised on Facebook, and I still advertise on Facebook. And it's, you know, you run an ad for 10 days or 7 days, and you have $10 a day, it's $70. So on Etsy, I can do advertising if I want, and I do. But the majority of the sales are coming from them putting my stuff out there, not me. They bring a lot of the customers and send them to my store. So they're the last thing I'll complain about is their fees, because, you know, it's advertising. You know, it's the price of doing business. And I don't think it's that bad, to tell you the truth, that it's that high. You know, it's like 10 or 12% or 15 with processing. It's really not that bad. I need another brush here. I'm just going to look for a junker. And I want it small enough and pointy enough here. Here's, it looks like a junker. That's a nice, I have to go to my other, let me see. Let's just use this one. You know, so I don't complain about it. So you can shop really on either one. I appreciate, I love the, you know, I appreciate the support. Either place is fine. So what I'm going to do is put some on my brush here. You really don't need a lot. You just start dabbing it on here, and you just sort of spread it out like this, if you can see. Am I close? Yeah, I'm pretty close. And you'll see it's going to look wet like that. It's going to see that look when it dries. It's going to look like glass. They'll look real shiny. It actually really shines them up. And you just take a dab of it and just start dabbing it on there. And it sort of looks, it may look sort of wrinkly at first or whatever from dabbing, but it evens out. And it stays on there. As long as you don't overdo the amount, it stays on there, and you can actually put a nice little, if you wanted, you could go back and put a nice little heap on there too. And make it stick up, you know, depending on how much you put on each one. Like that one, I might have a little high. I'll show you. Let me see if you can see it better there. Can you see it? Let's see if it focuses. Gonna focus. Come on. Not too good. Why don't you focus? You can somewhat see it. It's not the greatest. Yeah, it's hard to see. It doesn't want to focus very well. I'm surprised. I wonder why. Let's see if it does down here. Yeah, there it is. Let's see, what way do I gotta go? This way? Nope, this way. This way. You can somewhat see it there. You might be able to see it a little bit better. But it gives it more of a glassy look. Anyway, yeah. Probably the light too. So it does look pretty cool. It does make it look neat. It's not hard to do. You just sit here and dab it on. Just if you don't have enough, you go back and put some more on. You just sort of dab it. You're not really painting. You're just dabbing it on there to get it on there, filling up the areas. Because you can stick to a certain area with this. It's really it can be fun to use because you could stick to just a little area of something if you wanted, like I'm doing just the bulbs and not on top of those gold part. And it doesn't roll there. It doesn't slide over unless I would put it there. It stays where you put it. There. I'm going to set it here. I don't know if you'll be able to see it or not. Let's see. Let's do this one now. So it's simple. It looks cool. It looks really cool. And it doesn't, it takes a little bit to dry, but I don't think it was that bad. But I just make sure, the more you put on, the nicer it sort of looks too, because it gets more of a, it'll be more like a rounded bulb looking, put it that way. But you could use this on lots of different things. Did it switch cameras again? It did. Why is it doing that? Because I'm not touching where it switches over there. It should not be doing that. Let me see what my camera has. It's at 53%. I don't know why it's doing that. It makes no sense. None at all, you guys. Oops, now it's going to tip over here. Hold on. There, I'm going to switch it back. Let me know if it does it again. I was just looking over there at it too to see how much you could see of that. I got wrinkles here. And it was just on there. And for me to switch it, I have to touch that computer way over there, and I'm not near it. So I don't know why it's doing it. I wish I did. Okay. You can see it doesn't take all that long to do, to tell you the truth. I'll have to take some more close-ups like when I do the pictures to post it, so because it'll be really shiny. And I also got some glitter to put on here too. We're going to try. I've seen somebody use it, and they did it. The one lady that does the group, that designed this guy, did it, and that was neat. So I'm going to pick some up. I didn't get the same stuff because I couldn't find it, but I got a different kind of glitter glue. I'm just going to spray these ornaments or lights, give them a little sparkle. This is why I keep my phone off. A lot of people call me and I don't answer because I don't know it was even ringing, because I won't turn it. I keep the volume off during the day usually. Just so happened I had been going to Walmart and I was watching Kim Cass's live, so my volume was up. A lot of times I don't even have it up because it's hard to work and you get distracted, or even on the computer though. I'll sometimes it'll come across that somebody sent me a message and I'll see part of it and I'll be like, what is that about? So I'll go look at it, but it stops whatever you're doing. It's hard. And then the husband walks in and that stops what you're doing. Like, I need out of here. It looks really cool. I like what it does. It really shines it up too, which sealing it will do too, but this would look cool if you're doing something with water and wanted that watery look. I'm trying to think where else you could put it in lots of stuff. I've seen it in a lot of different things. And it dries real hard, so The nice part is it's so thick it doesn't run anywhere. We can't see. Okay, am I off? Oh, it got it too small, didn't it? Ah. Now is that in there? Let me see. I'm gonna have to make it bigger again. How did it do that? It's way on the other end. That's why, you guys. Sorry. Make it a little bigger. There. Up and down here a little farther. Sorry about that. I didn't do that either. If I did, I would say it, but I didn't. I don't know what's up with that switching cameras, though. I'm going to have to Google it and see if it does it to anybody else and see what the reason might be for it. But there's nothing on that computer anywhere that could be toggling something. It's on an iPad. I was going to do some more detail work on these, but get the barn and that, but I don't know if I'm going to. What time is it? It's 9 o'clock already. Been on here 2 hours. It don't seem like for what we painted you should be on here that long. It takes a while. It's not like I usually stop when I'm talking. I'm usually still painting. This big bottle, you know, when you only use it like this, when you do it like I am, there's small areas. This bottle of stuff would last forever. I've had it, like I said, quite a few years now. Not that I use it a ton, but I forget about it. But still, it's a big bottles. Okay, those are done. I think I'm going to give it on to just put it onto these balls. Down here, just some on there, because it shines them up so cool. Make that stick out. Only the 3 of them have it. The ones with the lights don't have it. So, I wonder if I should do it on these guys. Probably so. Let's do it on these. Then I'll make it look a little bit different than the bulb. I need more here, there. You see, I got quite a bit on there, and it does not roll off. It just makes a big ball on there. Bubbles. It bubbles up more, like glass would. I'll make these real thick. I'll put a lot on all these. You'll see what I mean later on once it dries here. But if I could show you, it's up above the paint. It's sticking above it. I don't think you can see it. But it sticks up, way up like a bubble. Oops, don't get those. All right. See, these are nice and big. I can do that. They're going to be bubbled. Which is, I think it's a cool look. It looks like it's just a cool look. It makes them look real. And one more here. And we'll do those little bitty ones real quick. Here, I'm going to set these aside. I don't know if you guys can see that at all. They look pretty cool. How they're high. It's higher than there. All right, I'm going to set this over the side. Somewhere where I'm not going to hit it, right there. And let's just do those little bitty guys here. We got 6 little bitty ones. They shouldn't take much at all. 3 and then 3 more. All right. These aren't going to take much. I'm going to be able to do probably all 3 of them with one drop. Yeah, by the time it comes off of here, probably it'll be easier with more, but okay. That. There. I just put this paper on here and it's wrinkled. It's horrible. Got a big bubble in it. I'm going to fix that. Anybody else go play bingo? I'd love to if I was closer to a good hour from here. My mom and I used to go a couple times a week at least. When I was, just my kids were babies, and I was in my 20s probably. But we lived very close to it too. And we go to like the church ones. stuff like that. 9 p.m. there. It is here too. All right, Mary, no problem. You love bingo too, yeah. Oh, really? Your neighborhood does it? How nice. I'm echoing again? Yes. It's shutting my phone off is what it's doing. That's what's happening. I don't know why. That's why that echo goes back, you guys. Sorry. Yes, we're glad you come. I'm on here, Mary, on Monday and Friday nights. It's usually probably closer to 7 before I get on. We get dinner or whatever. It's always closer to 7. So, but yeah, you're more than welcome. We love having you. It's a great group of ladies here, and come on back. We won't mind it at all. It's nice talking with you. And let me know once you get your order how it goes. If you got any questions, for sure. There, guys, we got them done. All right, you're welcome. So take care. There, can you guys see that liquid glass in there? Not really, but it did brighten them up. You can see how much it brightened them up, can't you? Let's start putting some of this together, I guess. Let's start with the barn. I'm going to take the wreath and put this on. Where's my wreath now? Maybe we won't. The wreath has got to be here somewhere. I saw it before it was here. There it is. Let's get a little glue right here. Let's see. Now we'll get it together and get to see what it looks like. That's the fun part. I know, like I said, I could do some shading on these guys, but I don't think I'm good on this one. It's late enough already. What I probably should do is break it down. If I want to do that, break it down into a couple nights so that's not so much. But I could definitely do some on this bow. You know what? I'm going to make the bow glass, liquid glass, because I've got enough, seeing where I'm using it, I've got enough of it out here. I'm just going to do it. I could do those berries too. Why waste it? It's out here. I could put it back in it, but I don't think I will. I'm going to keep my, if you can see here, I'm going to keep these sides separate from the middle piece, and then make them high and bubbled, and then they'll look separate too when it's all sealed. It won't be all one big piece. It'll be separate pieces too. When it's all dry, this is what I'm trying to say. And you can do that fairly easy with this stuff. It's really annoying tonight, I tell you. Sorry about that, guys. This is the worst it's ever been when I'm live. So you can see the sides are separate. Now I'll go in and do the middle. And just keep that one bubbled separate from those two. They won't collide unless I make them. Same with these bottom ones. This one's going to have a lot on this bowl. But I've got it out, so I might as well use it. You still down here watching? Yeah, okay. Stick Fast. Yes, I use Stick Fast too. Or Starbond too. I use 2 of them. I used to get Stick Fast, I think. Now I've been buying Starbond. Just because I like the little bottles they give you and so forth. The tops of them. There we go. So that'll be good there. Is there anything else I need to put this on? I don't think so. I know I could put it on the little dingers on the bells. Might be cool. What do you think? On these little brown part? Might be okay. Let's do it. Why not? See, we're putting it on here. This one, let's put it on all of it. For enough places there. It'll look good. Oh, and then I gotta do the glitter spray too. That's right. I was gonna put on those ornaments on the strings. So I'm gonna do that before I glue them on. Here's that one. That's all you use? Yeah. Yeah, I like the Starbond too. And they give you so many nice containers and different nozzles for the top too. There you go. Plenty of this stuff out. Plenty. I still got plenty. There we go. I got one more yet. Right here. I have to put my 2 little flaps on the present yet too that are downstairs that I forgot. Okay. There we go. Now we'll quit out do that. Now let me get the spray. Let's see how I'm going to do that. Whoops. What was that? Oh, I just knocked out my box here of stuff. Oh well. Where I had my Ziploc bags in. One of those. I've got a cubby down here with 4 holes, and I'm going to shake this up. And it's got, I've got those baskets in it, those cloth baskets. Just going to do the ornaments, so I'm going to move them over. I'll aim you guys up a little bit when I do it. I'm going to use this right here. Am I under there? Glitter sealer. And I'm going to put it on the ornaments, just on the string lights, actually, is what I want to put it on. So I'm going to just move them to the side here. I don't really want this getting my, probably close my screen on my thing there too. If my bowl wasn't on there, I'd put it on my bowl, but nope. This guy needs some more stuff. I see one there that doesn't have any. What do I do with my stuff? Here it is. One here doesn't have anything on. Right here. I get some on there. This one needs more. So this must be the first one I did. Probably is. I wasn't putting much on. Hold on. I'm gonna make them look. They'll look better like this, with big heaps. So even after it starts to dry a little bit, you can go back. I mean, even if it is dry, you can still go back and put more on if you want. It's not gonna hurt. Yeah, that'll be a lot better. Yeah, I think this is the first one I did. I wasn't putting very much on. Here. Oh, Lordy. Take it down and figure it out really quick here. Too many notifications coming over for some stuff, I guess. And this one here. There, that looks better, I think. The other one's just as good. Yeah, they're pretty good. And we're going to give this one I missed too. When I look at them from a different angle, I can see them. Hold on, guys. I'm going to put a few more on a couple of these that I want bigger. I don't know if you can see over here. Probably can't. No, not at all. Can't see much at all I was doing. Alright, just a sec. Sorry about that. Just putting more of this liquid glass on. I'm touching them. But I drop more on. I'll have to lift you up. Let me see. I can do it here. Oops. Let's see. There, you can somewhat see me here. I was just putting a little bit more on these guys here. I think we're good. Let me see this one. Probably needs a little bit. I like the fuller look, to tell you the truth, where they're really heaping. It almost looks like it's going to run over, but it don't. Okay, that'll be good. We'll leave it like that. I'm not sure how this is going to look on here, but we'll try it. Leave that there. These guys are going to go over there. I'm just going to spray right here. Let's see. I'm just going to do it a little bit, so it's not going to be like spray paint, I don't think. Let me see what it looks like here. Yeah, we'll see what it does. I don't know if it's shook enough. Hold on. I don't see much glitter there. Anybody ever use this stuff? It dries. Let me see what the bottle says. It dries fairly quick. I could tell it was drying on those already. Dry, smooth, and glossy. It doesn't really tell you. You have to look it up. I don't think it takes that long. This stuff was drying. Now when you put a mound on like I did, it might take longer. I don't see no sparkle there at all. Glitter, what does it tell you? I gotta shake. I may have to shake longer. Shake, shake, shake. But when I was just reapplying that, it had dried quite a bit already. Tell you the truth. I'd like a shaking machine, let me tell you. Something that sat there and shook it for you. And I spray paint. I hate doing all the shaking. It just drives, I don't know, it's like, why did I shake it for? I know why. I should have done the berries. I should put it on the berries yet. On the, I don't see sparkle. I'm going to spray it here. I do not see sparkle at all. So where's the glitter? I'm going to shake and put it on here if I can. I probably won't be able to. Get my husband to say, shake this for me for an hour. Because I don't see no glitter, to tell you the truth. I should make it shine more, I would think. It's got to be a minute worth of shaking, wouldn't you say? You sure would think so. Spray out here once. I don't see nothing. I just sprayed here. I'm just going to do it. I don't see glitter though. I'm going to spray the wreath too. There, that'll be good. I don't see no glitter. I don't know. You have to spray quite a bit. Yeah, that's why I was just sort of giving a dab outward into the room, but maybe I'll spray it into my garbage can in a minute. These are a little trickier here, just because probably this stuff's getting drier on my plate. That's what I was thinking too, okay? Maybe I gotta get more out of there. Yeah, I got too much there. I'm gonna leave that. Leave that too. Let me just do it in my garbage can here. Shake it a little bit. That shook quite a while. Let's shake it a little bit more. See if I can get it to work. Plate. I think it would be. Should see sparkles, wouldn't you? I get one more coat real quick. That's gonna be it for tonight. I'll be high on this stuff pretty quick. There we go. We're gonna leave it. I don't see it, but we'll leave it. It'll be sealed anyway. So, let's go back to the barn. Right here. I don't want to glue right here. I'm going to come down here a little more. You have to move this back a little. Don't do that in there. Let's see. Let's go to the barn here first. And get our doors. This is his mouth. I'm going to lose that yet. I could have probably do some black handles on here yet, which I may do later. Yeah, I may have to get even more out of it, Kay. Sure don't want to have no glitter. And these you got just keep along above that. I'm gonna make them so pretty even with that bottom tab that sticks out. Okay. Make them so they're shut too. And even here. Let's see, where's the bottom border? Right there and there. There we go. Oops. Move them and they gotta wiggle. Here. There we go. I'm gonna leave them just like that. How much stuff is in this container that tipped over here on me? Not too bad. Another thing of wipes I see. I got more of them that I'm gonna know what to do with. I'm gonna just put the glue right here on the board for the wreath. And I set it there. Should be. I would think it'd be all right. You can see where it's supposed to go there. Lines right there. So just give it a little tab right here. There. And then these guys, I'm going to turn them over. I think they'll be fine. Just go along the band here, the long part. I don't have that much on, so I think I'm going to take my paper toweling, I'm just going to do it on the table here. And I'm going to get a little bit of that paint off the back. And then I'll put it on here. Right there, here. And he's just going to go where that line is there. My fingers are stuck together on this side. There. Just like that, I'm going to leave it. Yep, it's just on the line. Exactly where the line was. So that's our barn. I just thought with the white roof, it would stick out a little bit more with the green on there. That'll be our barn. We'll set that to the side. Let's put these ornaments together first a little bit. Let's see if I can touch these little guys. Here I'm probably going to put it on the balls here. The light bulbs might be easier. Let's go here. And then we need one of these. Dab it off a little bit. Here. It tends to dry white, so I'll look too bad, I guess. Here. And here. Uh-oh, that's the wrong one. Didn't fit. Go here. I don't know if I get enough glue on that one. We'll find out once it sits. Okay. Yeah, it's longer. I grabbed the wrong one. Okay. I got you guys aimed up way high. I should aim you back down here. You actually see probably. Here. Let's see. There. Oops. I went too far. There we go. Alright, let's get this one on. And this one. Okay. But it sure don't feel like Monday for some reason. I don't know why. So those are the two outside ones. Let me get my chair here. And then these guys, we just put a little holly on a little thing here. Let's see. A bit of glue. And we're going to have two in the middle, three of these in the middle. Or we actually could go one like this, and then this one, then this one, and then this one too. We could do it either way, I guess. So in that case, I'm going to put this one over here. Stay there. And this one will go on the other end, sort of off the same angle here. Back over this way. And then the middle one. Where do I want to put the middle one? Right in the middle? No, because the string's going to come through there. I'm just going to put it over here too. Why not? So those will be our banner for that. What's that? Oh, the spray glitter? You're still watching, Mary? The hole covers. You mean the hole covers. You mean the stands, so you can stand them in by themselves when they're not in the bench? The little stands, is that what you meant? Or do you mean the tabs? There's going to be tabs. I can't add, I'll get them listed, Mary, and you can add them on to your order. Something like that I can add to your order easy enough and combine them on my shop if you order through my store. So let me get them on there first, and then you can add them on, because it'll be a bit before I get to that order anyway, as far as cutting it. I would say probably one day next week will probably be the first. Here we go. So yeah, we can add, if that's what you're talking about, we can add them on. Those are pretty easy. Here we go. Now, just stick my finger there, here. Put it that way. Shimmy it over. So there. Oops, now I moved the whole thing. There. Let that dry. Pretty straight. Pretty straight. This is going to be for the present. And these, remember, I got to put the little flaps on here. There'll be little, those are little pieces. I think I'm going to make them red, though. That's what I'm sort of thinking. Or I'll leave them brown. Maybe I'll leave them brown, too. I don't know. We'll see. Let's move on over. Uh-oh. Is this the right one? I gotta take this off, I think. I had made this. I get this one isn't gonna fit. Darn it! All that work, you guys. It don't fit. I had to make it a couple different times, and I obviously brought the wrong one up. Yep. So that one's not gonna fit. Bummer. So I'll have to get the one for there. So it'll be out. You won't get to see him done until then. Let's get his feet on, so I can then, let's see how this is gonna work. So I can then put his hair on and face. I like to work from the bottom up, because then I know it, at least on the bottom, it better fit. Maybe a little bigger than it should be, but it's going to go. It might be a little, because the bottom needs to fit with the base and that. So if you get to the bottom to glue it and it doesn't fit, you're sort of out of luck. So I start with the bottom. That's my theory on it. If I'm off at the top, I'm off at the top. It's okay. I think I got the wrong ones here too. Maybe. I don't think so. Maybe not. It's not as bad as that's off. It's off a little though. But it'll be alright. I used the wrong one because I had to make adjustments to them. Of course. So it's off a little bit. I'll have to put some black around there, I guess. Then we're going to do his chest hair here, which might have been easier to put on prior to doing this, which I may have to wait. Because I'm gonna have to wait, you guys. We're gonna have to quit. Because when if I try to put this on here, it's gonna hit my gloss, which that one had hit right there, which I'm gonna have to fix. It's gonna hit my gloss, and it's not gonna be nice and bubbled anymore and flat. It's gonna get bumps in it. I'm gonna try to fix this one. So I'm gonna have to wait to put that on. I never thought of that. Yeah. So it will be. This is what we got. Let me put this here. I'm gonna set this here. I'll set it together so you at least get a general idea. Whoops. Except for that here. I'm not going to put that on there. Here. There. Whoops. Get up. The wrong thing. And I don't have the right pieces for the present either, so. And that'll go there. It paints his eye black. See, I didn't score it. And this has got to go in there. Okay. And then this will go this way, up there, like that, and there'll be that. So there's most of the pieces we've got. Let me see, open that up more. Whoops, bummer. There, I'll have to give it the whole table. Here's most of the pieces we've got. We've got the cow here. There we go. We got the barn, and the banner. Put him next to slide over it. We got the banner here. There. Still can't see it all. He'll have his hair here. And this would normally be on the present here. Are you guys open as big as you? I know what I can do. Whoops. Right there. Now we should have it, right? Yeah, now you got it. So there's the whole thing. The majority of it, what we can see here. It'll look cuter on the barn. I'm going to put it on the barn one. I think it'll look cuter on there. But, I don't know, can you see how shiny? Can you see how shiny that bowl looks? I can sort of see it. I think my lens might be dirty. Because my Mevo, hold on. Let me wipe that off. My Mevo camera, when I look at the one computer screen, is not as cloudy as this one is. Let me get a baby wipe. This one might be too whole, so hold on one sec. See if this helps. I wish I would think of that earlier. Oops, now we gotta get you in the right area. Let me see, is it open? Let me see where you are now. Yeah, there we are. There, now you got a better view, don't ya? A lot better color. I'm so sorry. Yeah. 100% better, you guys. If you think of it, whenever you see something like that, just say something to me, because I don't always think of it. Isn't that better? Much better color, isn't it? It is on my screen anyway. A lot better. But look at that bow. Doesn't that look cool? It's sort of bubbled. And see, I could get back in there and get around the edges. I didn't do very good right there on the edges. A lot better. I thought so too, Lisa. Oh my gosh. On my screen, it looks 100% better. It was so fuzzy and blurry, like, or just sort of dull, no color. But yeah, look how cute this looks. Now that you can actually see it. Isn't that cool? I like the liquid glass though. And so I think somebody sees this at a craft show and sees it like that, they're going to pay more for it too. I think so too, Colleen. Sorry, you guys. Hi, Nicole. Sorry about the bad picture. But you know, they're going to pay more for it too. Here, I got this one messed up too. I need some more. Put some more on that one too. Just, you know, moving around and touching it wasn't, oops, too much. It wasn't dry enough here. And usually it'll level back out, so I'll probably be fine doing this. What was that other one I said I could go closer to the edge? The bow. Let me see that. There. And it does its own leveling up on it, all on its own. It'll level out, so you don't have to worry about, you don't have to worry about that. And you can always go back and add more like I'm doing and make them higher. Oops. It just sort of, it makes it look cool like that bow does. These green ones, oh, I got that one messed up too. Looks sort of cool too. Because I really put a lot on those guys. Here, I don't have any other, I'm going to leave it alone and not touch it before I get some more messed up. I do too, I like it too. Hi Tara, thanks. Yeah, I think that it looks really cute with that liquid glass on it. It's a bummer I got to redo this one, but I'll have to cut it out and make it the right size. This basket was sort of on a slant like that, and there was no way to put it on the bench. Because one side would be up off the ground. It didn't make sense to do it that way. Get these out of whack too, but something like that. And cowbells. Oops, fuzzies there. So yeah, I think it's going to be really cute once we get it together. I'm going to put it on that barn bench, which I think will be cute. But I thought he was just cute with the with the lights in that too. He looks sort of festive. The cow, he's just cute no matter however you do him, I think. I don't know. So anyway, I'll aim me up here. That is it for tonight. What time are we at? 9:30 already. Yeah, so I'll show you guys, if you join late, I'll show you the cow one we did last Friday real quick. I sent him off to the side here. He came off when I set him down, so let me grab him back. And I'll show you onto my banner. As I said earlier, when you do your banner, when you put the pegs on, don't do them like I did Friday, where I had the one lower at the bottom of the other peg. Center them in each other. Center that smaller one within the big one, so that you got room to go all the way around on all sides of that. I hope I didn't put it in there around the peg, because mine's now it's at the bottom. It makes it a little harder. It's still doable, but it comes off probably easier than it should. You could tie a knot, but I'm just wrapping it around it. There we go. Well, nope, didn't stay there. One more time, go around. Right there, pull it there, and there. So here it is. I hope I didn't put it in there. No. Here is the one we did Friday. And there he is. He turned out pretty cute. I'll show you what these are for. This is what Mary was just asking about, I think. He turned out cute. What my idea was, let me move all my junk. In case you weren't and you missed it when I first started today, is say you got 2 different Halloween sets. You know, you can only use one in the bench at a time. Why not have, because all these bases are, I'll show you too. I'll show you, Kay, what I was talking about. Let me take them out. All these bases are the same size hole in the bottom here. You can see they're not straight. These here go on a slant. This one and this one do. So that's why I don't want to put the barn in the middle, because these will make it go behind it, was my theory. So the back ones are at a slant, the side ones. So when you're not, say you got 2 sets, if you had a nice base to put it in, and it's going to become 2 where you glue them together, you could then use your guys in a base, or your ghosts. You could have them sitting somewhere else. If you had something else you wanted to put on your bench, you know, you could sit in here. So I'm going to have these on the site too that you can buy separately. They're going to be in the, they're going to be called the bases for the bench inserts or something like that, so that people don't get them messed up with something else. Is what I'll do. So that you can use them then, because I'm sure there'll be like an everyday set for here, and you know, when you can put that everyday set in the bases here when you got a different one in. So I thought, yeah, that'd be a neat idea. So I decided to do that with my pumpkin right here. But I really like this bench too. I like them all, to tell you the truth. I probably will end up painting the other ones, but I could send some to the girls too. Possibly. If I get them all painted, I won't, but the designers only come out with like 5 or 7 sets, however many I have. All the ones I have listed besides for the one I did with the other Highland are the designers. Now the Highland and then the cow, or the ghost here, and then this Highland, those are the ones I put together. So those you won't see anywhere else. But until she comes out with more, those are all I thought I might as well put some more together. So that's what I've been doing. And they're too much fun. I enjoy doing it. And then when they're done, they're so darn cute. I can't help it. So I'll probably be making more, put them more together. And I just take things from different things and put them in there. It's not that I'm designing it, but I have to change them to make them work in here, which takes a while. It takes a few hours. You have to change the bases and get them glued on. And if you decide now, after you put the base on there on the bottom, that, you know, the piece that goes into the hole, that now you decide, oh, I want it bigger. Well, now your base will not, if you do an enlargement, your base won't work. So you got to start over. It's a pain in the behind. It can be a pain. So you got to go back, and you don't want to just go back and change it because, like using a back arrow key, and it takes all your data off every other thing you've done on that file too. So it can get frustrating. I don't know of an easier way around not doing it that way. So that's how I know how to do it. I do not have the tabs or anything on Etsy, Lisa. I'm going to work on getting them on. I got to find that tab I cut because I need a picture of it. I cut these so I can take a picture of. So I just got to get the picture and get it on there. But I got to find that tab. I'm going to look tonight before I go down. Because I didn't take anything down last night at time, I don't think. So it should be up here. But I didn't see it. So I'm going to have to cut a new one. Then I'll just cut one. But I will get them on. They'll be on Etsy first, yeah. And I'll put them where the bench is. Wherever the bench is. Maybe I'll put them in the... No, I can't do that. I couldn't put them in all the benches. No, the benches are on one listing. I'll put them in the listing with the benches. So they won't be with the inserts. They'll be with the benches. Because the benches are all in one listing. And then I'll add them right in that listing. I didn't want to put them in each bench, but they're not separated. So I can just put them with the benches. So that's where I'll throw them. So just watch in there. Yeah. All right, you guys. I'm going to get off of here. Thank you all. Yeah, thanks guys. I thought you'd like the liquid glass too. It looks neat. It just does. It just adds that extra touch. And it was so easy for that extra touch that it's worth it, I think, when you go to sell them. I think so too. All right, I'm going to get some work done and we will see you guys Friday. Thanks for joining me. It's been a lot of fun as always. And have a great week. Enjoy the sunshine. I know we got warmth again, so all right, you guys. See you later. Bye-bye.